How are we doing tonight, everybody? My name is Brook. I want to welcome you guys to the MadWorld podcast. I am the host. Today we have a very special guest. He DJs all around the state. He also does a couple other things. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Travis Wallenfang, everybody. How are we doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me.
I'm very happy to have you, and we've been talking about doing this for a little bit now. I'm glad we finally got it on the schedule. First off, I want to start with said DJing. You go by on the streets as DJ LMNTZ.
Yes.
I guess I'm curious, where does the name come from? How did you get started? All of that fun rigmarole.
I'll start first. How did I get started? A guy by the name of Kevin Spencer.
Okay.
I seen him when I was like 14. I met him. Watched him do this set with KRS-One. He did a routine, and it said, "I got that rip track flipped. I got that rip trap. I got that," and he just started going off on it.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning. So.
Was he doing scratch as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's the one who taught me how to DJ. So.
Oh, so he's genuinely like the start of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So.
Was he more of a just for fun kind of guy, or did he also do?
He actually came here from Chicago. He was a hip hop DJ.
Okay.
He's a huge house DJ. He rolls with used to roll with Order of the Trance, all those guys. They were one of the first hip hop shows here before everybody else.
Here, as in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did a show at Concert Cafe. It was with Paul Tallier. There's a whole bunch of people. I mean, we were 16, 17, maybe 8. We were all young, but we did a huge show. I got it all recorded at home, but it's just, I mean, so he was the pinnacle on all this. When I seen him do it, I just liked it. You know, I liked the sound. I seen what he was doing, and I always skateboarded, so I always kind of listened to music, and I was always trying to figure out how to put a track together so I could keep going skateboarding track after track without having to back on the tape players.
Right, yeah.
So you wanted to have a smooth transition to keep going. So then I started picking up records and turntables and stuff. So, and from that point, it took me a couple years to figure out a name. And then I went down to Chicago. I was right down the road from Wrigley. There was a spot that was in a dive. It was like what do they call those? It's like a strip mall, but it's not a strip mall. It's just almost like just a small import store, random. It's not real official.
Oh,
just
okay.
in the back hole of a building.
Sure. Chicago
and,
shit. Yeah. Chicago
hardcore,
shit.
Above us was the train tracks, and you cut down this alley, and then you take a left, and you go down probably about 100 feet, and then you take a right, and there's a door there, and it had the big metal gates on it. And he was just opening up the gate, and I walked in there, and I was like, "You got records?" He's like, "Yeah." So I just started talking to him.
Right.
He's like, "What's your DJ name?" I was like, "I haven't thought of one yet." So.
But you, at this point, you were already still kind of at least dipping your toes?
Oh yeah, I was already in. I mean, as far as DJing and stuff, I was all in. I knew what I wanted to do. It's just I needed to start establishing it. He's like, "Well, this is your name." He's like, "DJ LMNTZ." And he started off ELEMENTS or MENTZ, and I was just like, I didn't like it, so I went to LMNTZ because it's a graph tag. You could throw it up quick.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I kept it simple. I wanted something fast and know what it is, in and out.
What keeps you going? Is it just a love for it, or is there almost just a dedication to the idea of scratch DJing that keeps you consistent with it? Because obviously it would be a lot easier, to just switch to all the, electrical, versions of everything, and you can still kind of play with it like that. But I'm assuming that there's a sound and there's a feel to a real record.
I mean, as far as the traditional turntablists using all vinyl and stuff, I still do all that. But then I also do have the other stuff too, like the new controllers. Mm-hmm. And a Rain 1, I got one of those. And I mean, I've transitioned either way. I just got comfortable either way.
Right.
But as far as a purist, I mean, I collect records because I just love to scratch. I don't mind whatever it is. I try and find something in any type of genre, whatever's a good beat.
So your record collection is probably pretty massive then.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Do you have an estimated amount on how much wax you got?
I got a room that's probably 12 by 12, 2 walls, both full.
Damn.
So, and then I got another room outside with all my sample records, which is probably half that. So.
the name might be pretty self-explanatory. What exactly is a sample record?
Records you use for sampling for production.
So it's just gonna have sounds on it, probably?
No, it's actually like, you ever think about those first records, like Jay-Z's Annie, that first track, the one that he used to create that song, Hard Knock Life?
Uh-huh.
Those original samples that were made platinum records, I spent about 4 years just collecting records like that.
Okay, that's awesome. All right.
So,
Yeah, just every aspect of it is on vinyl, huh? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I love that. I was looking at your YouTube the other day. There was a technique that it looked like you were pulling on. FX has it right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna have FX play it, and then maybe if you could break it down a little bit on what we were looking at.
this one. This is the first day we got that thing. My buddy he picked this up, and I was like, let me try it out once, and they just came out. I was like, I got something for this, and
Now right here.
yeah, the banana scratch.
Yeah, you flipped it up.
Yep. And then if you watch my fingers, I'm rolling the fingers.
I was saying,
I start rolling my fingers right here, and that's why it starts moving faster. And I learned that from watching an old turntablist way a long time ago, early 90s.
okay.
And he was doing that in his routines. I was like, I'm gonna learn that.
Is it just like a cool little thing to like add some flair, or is there a real effect to it?
It changes the sound. Like with the flat dynamics, you can't get that speed. Like I can get a lot of speed out of it because I can hold it on both ends with my fingers, and as I roll my fingers across it, I can get it to kind of give different stabs, and it creates a different manipulation of sound.
Okay. Are there any other techniques that you kind of just throw out there once in a while?
Just like the crab flares, the 2s, 3s. I mean, when you're cutting, you're rolling your fingers on 2s and 3s. And then there's, I mean, like, I can scratch forward and back like normal, but then usually if I go sideways, I can go twice as fast, 3 times faster.
Okay.
So sometimes I scratch with my thumb. Sometimes I'll turn the turntable off and start scratching. Like, people don't even realize it, that the turntable's not even on.
What would be the point of that?
I just do it just so I can, just to do it. I just like doing it.
Okay,
So
all right. No, fair enough, fair enough.
if I can keep the speed and maintain it and still scratching and then just slap the power back on, like people are like, what do you just do?
All right.
You know, it's maintaining that tempo, that BPM.
Got you.
So.
Okay. All right. Do you have any favorite records that you prefer? Like, is there anything that you just, once you put it on the turntable, you're like, this is going to be a lot of fun? I'm sure you have that
For
feeling about a lot
scratching?
of things. For scratching, yeah, if there's like a sound you found on a specific album that just rings
I like
nice.
the original Super Ducks, Dirt Style records. I mean, all the first ones. Wild Turkey Cuts, Bionic Booger Breaks. I mean, stuff like that. Like the original, like these are the first albums that were out. So.
First album, like
In the hip hop era, like when Qbert started first producing albums.
Okay.
That's when I scooped all those up. So, and DJ Babu is, he's the one who created the Super Duck Breaks. So, like every time I see those records, like I was fortunate. I found a guy who had a bunch of these in mint condition, and I just picked them up. So, and that was '96 that came out back then. So. Like anytime I come across them, I pick them up because I burn through them so much. Because I use them all the time.
Okay, Super Ducks. One of the most heralded and greatest battle record?
Yep. For battle routines, people get doubles of them. You start beat juggling, do routines.
Like back and forth?
Yep.
How, what's the vibe like at one of those shows?
At the DMCs, the World DJ competitions. It's all competition, cutthroat. Everybody. I mean, it's cool because like you walk in, you meet and greet each one of the people, and you realize that when you're walking into it, you're walking into a battle. You got to battle.
Yeah, those are your competitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you want to talk to them, sometimes you want to just sit there and kind of feel it out. Most times you just be like, all right, let's do it. You know? And then they'll go off and do their thing, and then you got to do yours right after. So it's like 6-minute, 2-minute routines. The 2 minutes, I think they used to have like the 6-minute routines where they'd be battling back and forth. So in battling a supremacy, So I competed in those for probably about 10 years.
Why'd you stop?
I had a back injury. I had to stop. I had to take a break because I got hit by a drunk driver.
Oh, shitty.
So,
Sorry about that.
so after that, I basically just spent a lot of time healing. Got better. I think it was like 4 years, right before COVID, I started entering them again.
Okay.
So, and then I didn't enter this year, or I just kind of sit back and just enjoy. You know, when I had my kids, that kind of, everything kind of just panned. It made it more about them, more than me doing all this stuff. And now they're getting old enough, so now I can kind of do it a little bit more, have a little bit more fun with it, do it for the kids. Like I used to do events for the kids for skateboarding, going big in the Bay. For 8 years, I was their DJ. And it was skateboard competitions. So, and that's kind of how I grew up into it, is, you know, everything kind of feeds into each other. Without the music, I wouldn't be skateboarding because I always had headphones on. I'd always be, you know, and I always wanted a perfect set for a seamless blend so I could keep skateboarding and not, because every time your beat falls off, then you're just like, come on, hurry up,
Right.
you know, trying to hit fast forward quick on your tape players, cassette players back then.
I talk to a lot of people in the music industry who just around here who just do it for the love of the game. Before we switch topics, did you have any goals in mind for what the DJing can do for you?
It wasn't so much for me. It was more for the community. When I came back from Boston, because I used to live out there, I had hooked up with a bunch of famous MCs and DJs and stuff, because I was going to school for architecture out there. And these guys showed me how to put everything together for the community. So, and then September 11th happened, obviously, and then I was like, nope, I'm going home. I was like, I had enough of that when they had basically army trucks riding down the road and stuff. So, martial law because of the bombing or whatever. So I came home, and basically I had a group of friends. We were all skateboarders. I was like, let's start doing events for the kids. And we just kept doing it, and it kept building and building. Eventually, we had like 6,000 people participating in a day. So
That's awesome. That's a lot of people.
yeah,
And that was
Especially for here.
I would say around
it was
here.
at Joanne's Park.
Love Joanne's Park.
So, and that's why a lot of these kids, they remember that too, and they're like, oh yeah, you're always the DJ. Like I see a lot of these kids that were them little guys. They're all growing up now. They're DJs too, and they're doing shows in Milwaukee and like all over the place. So. To me, that's, I mean, right there, you know, you put back into it, you got other people doing it, that's what the culture's about.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
No, I understand that fully. You've mentioned skateboarding a few times. Let's get into that. So we have here, I'm going to reach over a little bit and grab them for you. We have some very cool stuff here. You want to show the cameras? What is the special tie that you have to skateboarding?
Skateboarding is basically my way to get away from everything. I would do it, I use it as transportation. I started having a passion. I mean, I rode a bike, and then I got a skateboard. And then when I got the skateboard, I never rode the bike.
Right.
So I was like, started learning tricks. I seen a guy come down the road one time. He hit that little curb, that little bump right there on that sidewalk. And he got like almost 3 feet in the air with a trick, and I was like, I'm gonna learn how to do that.
That looks fun as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn. And he's probably in high school, you know? So I was like, man, that was so cool. Well, then I was sitting in the parking lot where the post office was, and I learned how to board slide on all the parking blocks or whatever.
Right.
So.
Skateboarding was something I always like really fascinated me, and I always kind of idolized. But I was like, I will never find myself on a skateboard. I don't think I'm that coordinated. I'm sure, you know, most people, if you just took the time to practice, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
It's a mindset too. It's like people don't understand how much mental it is.
I bet.
You have to overcome adversity every time, even though you get knocked down. You got to get back up, and you got to learn to tuck and roll. You know, that's the things that's huge. So with the boards, though, I mean, I decided to make these boards, and that one actually is a limited edition one. That's my buddy Buku1 made that for me. He's a hip hop, like internationally known graffiti artist.
Yeah.
And it's Del the Funky Homo Sapiens' cousin.
The who?
Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
You're gonna have to.
From, yeah.
From what?
hieroglyphics.
Oh.
So
I just had a big brain fart right there. I am ashamed.
And when I was in, for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, I went out to visit him. He told me to come out for the World DMC competition, so I flew out there. My wife wasn't happy, but because I did it in one day, I was like, I'm going. I was like, this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop. I was like, and the World DJ Battle is in San Francisco.
Right.
So people like Dilated Pupils, like Mixmaster Mike, DJ Qbert, DJ 8Ball, and all the other people competing in the World DJ Battles, they were all going to be at this venue.
Right.
So I went out there, and him and I came up with that board. So then we're just like, well, let's put it together.
Yeah, these are beautiful boards. I couldn't help but notice most of them say Illdiginous.
Illdiginous, yep.
Oh, those are 2 L's. My apologies. Looked like an N right there.
Yeah. And I created the company because it's not even about selling the boards to me most of the times. I give these boards to kids if I see them and they don't have a board or their board's beat down. A lot of times I got a roll of grit tape in the trunk and I'll grab
Just throw it on there quick.
I'll be like, hey, I was like, you all right? And they're like, yeah. I was like, I wish I had a new board. I was like, I go, if you had a new board, I was like, you gotta do one thing. They're like, what's that? I was like, give me your board. Like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, but I'll go give you a different one. They're like, okay, and they're just kind of like, what? You know, and I do it for a lot of the kids on the reservation because we didn't never have a lot.
Yeah, no,
so,
not out
and
there.
that's kind of my way of giving back to our children. You know, if they're trying to skateboard, I try to give them a help up, and like all I tell them is, you know, next time I see you, you better be able to do a tray flip or you better show me some tricks. I was like, if you think you're gonna get a board again, you got to keep doing tricks. You got to show me something, show me some progress.
Right.
So.
That's awesome. We got some stickers here too.
Yeah, I got a couple stickers too.
Looks like a couple of the designs we have on the boards there. Love that.
And I think it was, this one was created by Kevin Spencer. This one was created by Buku One. They both helped me with those. So they seen what I was trying to do, and as well as like the company Illdiginous was created with my buddy, one of my brothers. His name is Jason Lamorex. They call him Mokwa. Okay. So him and I designed the company, and then we were going to have a subsidiary, which is War Drums. And that is mainly pertained to the music and production side, where Illdiginous is mainly for skateboarding. So. Okay. And then we kind of drifted apart for a while, but now it's like I'm trying to bring him back into it. I want to see him. You know, he's an excellent producer. So.
Were you only going to do skateboards? Were you ever going to like branch out onto maybe some other types of like? Have you thought about doing maybe just some like show vinyls? Possibly. Like some older ones that are just like tagged with DJ elements or something like that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing
I haven't even gotten.
I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah, I made this. Like everything you see that I created on the website, I basically designed when I was on. We went on a road trip with my family, so I put all this stuff together. And I was like, I'm gonna do this now.
You're like, I'm gonna go on a road trip with the family. Time to work.
Yeah, and it was just clear time to focus. I mean, I was gone for like 2.5 weeks. We went all through the Dakotas, up by Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse. I mean, Badlands, Teton Mountains. We came all the way through, seen all the Yellowstone.
That's awesome.
So
I haven't been out to Yellowstone.
I wanted to educate my boys about our history as Native Americans, so I wanted to show them different reservations so they understand how grateful we should be where we come from and see how bad it can be in some of these reservations.
Yeah, it's
so.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic. Yeah.
So.
Illdiginous Productions. We just touched on it a little bit. Is there anything else that it does? Is there what is the full range of Illdiginous?
Illdiginous, it's mainly about, you know, MCs. I mean, it was mainly focused towards Native Americans originally, but I want to bring it all the way across the board as a brand for people who are striving for perfection, people who want to be the best in their industry. I mean, like I was telling my son the other day, I was like, it's like, if you want to weld, you want to be the best welder. I was like, you could do that. I was like, show us what you can do with it. Yeah. I was like, take that as far as you can, be the best at it. You know, I want it to be more of a brand so people know it, you know? Mm-hmm. So, and that's, I mean, it originally started from music and skateboarding. You know, they kind of fall hand in hand. So.
Okay.
Like I've had people tell me, "Oh, you should build snowboards with it." I was like, "Yeah, that'd be a good idea, but they're really expensive."
Do you have any future plans with Illdiginous?
Yeah, I haven't had time to work on it. I got so much other stuff going on.
Okay, yeah, no, we'll keep that under wraps. You don't have to give out anything right now.
I want to build it more. I want to rebrand it stronger. I mean, start updating all the designs and stuff. And
Okay.
Start really making a hard push on it again.
New wave of product almost. All right.
Yep. Well, I got like probably about 40 more decks, those decks. And that's all I've been doing is taking that and setting it aside because I got like probably about 30 more designs already sitting.
Okay.
They're just all sitting.
Do you, when it comes to things like the designs of the skateboards or like anything that you're going to throw on a hat or something, do you prefer to stick with native designers and stuff like that, or?
Yes and no. I mean, usually it's like a brotherhood thing. Skateboarding is brotherhood. It was never about colors.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
And that's why like with Buku, him and I were always about music, skateboarding, everything. I mean, we instantly just bonded like we were just friends, like almost like we've been friends forever. So. That's
always a fun, rare connection to find with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, as far as like, I mean, I at the end of the day with the Illdiginous, I just wanted to branch out so people, it's beyond colors, you know?
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. I know a lot of native creators who really just like to stick with other native creators. All right, so we have DJing, we have designs, we have skateboards, we also have books.
Yep.
You want to tell me a little bit about this?
That was a 4-year project.
4-year project?
Yep.
What does it entail?
It talks about the influences. Ascendancies Encompassing was published in, 2025. It talks about the influences surrounding our agreements, like hiring provisions, executive orders, memorandums of understandings from agencies like the federal agencies, the state agencies, the local municipalities, the whole construction industry, like the Wisconsin Trade Builders Association, and the 11 federally recognized tribes. They all have an influence on it too because they have an equal say. While I was doing all this stuff, I was also working as a field engineer. I used to work for a place, I was contracted to work for the Department of Transportation. And in that position, I was charged with documenting all this information. I would document how many people were on the project, what they were doing, native, non-native, everybody, all the vehicles, equipment, everything. And I'd also do surveying. I would do concrete, basically the Highway 41 from Howard, Swamico, all the way up to Oshkosh. I did all the raising removals. I removed all the houses. And there's like 54 houses and 4 gas stations. And all that information is supposed to be archived for the 11 federally recognized tribes so they can use that information to quantify what type of training they need. So while I was working there, I was injured and I had to go through physical therapy. And when that happened, it was like 4 years of physical therapy to be able to walk again. As soon as I got better, then I got in an accident where I got hit by a drunk driver.
Jeez.
So it was just like compounding. So after that happened, then I started thinking about this and I started going back to school for my Master's of Indian Law. While I was doing that, I was working as an Indian preference coordinator, and in that position, I basically had skills trade workers. I helped them get opportunities on the projects within the boundaries of the reservation. So that's what all that is talking about, is like it documents all that information. Like the people, when I had originally started there, they didn't know that I worked for the state for 4 years.
Okay.
So I went into this position as Indian preference coordinator, and I basically requested the information that I archived and documented for the state 4 years prior. and I was being told that it was either archived or it's not available, and I was like, it's available. I was like, it's part of a mega project. So I spent 4 years trying to get that information from the state. Lo and behold, all the information was actually available. So I decided to document all that stuff and put it all down. Everything I'd gone through trying to get that information. And it was information, I already knew what it was. But I wanted everybody else, all the 11 federally recognized tribes, to know that information, because the information that they were providing was misreported. So during that time when I was in that position, an elder from Lakota Ray, his name was Rusty Barber, and I believe it was Ho-Chunk, Big John Brooks, they had said that, along with another one, her name was Angela Ward, we were all talking about we needed to preserve our information and archive it so that this information don't disappear. Because I was concerned. I was like, what happens if somebody just deletes that page or something? I was like, we lose all of our meeting minutes. Now we have no direction, no guidance or the statutory language of how to preserve that.
Right.
Well, Rusty said, well, somebody should do that. Somebody should archive that. And I just took it upon myself. I was like, well, I'll figure out a way to do it. You know, I didn't ask for nothing. I self-published the book. I mean, so I didn't ask for nothing in return. I just published it, put everything into there from the original first hiring provision all the way through up until I think it was 2017, 2018. It documents all the information, all the meeting minutes, and it talks about the, what is it, the legal review from Chief Counsel Thiel, where he says that the tribes don't have the ability to invoke their sovereignty. And then, like, he has this big argument, and I basically used that argument in my final thesis to dissolve it. I went through every piece that he had in there. It was 54 pages, and all my professors, I graduated with honors. So I graduated 6 months early from the University of Tulsa.
Okay.
So like that was unheard of. I did it in a summer session. And then they're just like, well, you're still gonna have to wait. So I just sat there for 6 months. I already had everything done.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you were just at the campus, like just hanging out?
I was
till graduation or what?
No, I was online when I did it.
Oh, okay.
So
all
they
right.
had a short week or a short course in the summer.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I want to take my thesis. And they're like, I don't know if we can do that. And I was like, well, let's try. And I kept pushing on it, and I was able to get it. And then I wrote the paper and I submitted it, and they're like, by August I was done. And they're just like, wow. They're like, I can't believe you finished that. So, and then after that, one of my professors said, you should write a book. So then, after I was done with everything, I started writing. I spent 4 years on it. It was basically when COVID hit, I just focused on it.
Yeah, I guess you had the time to do so, yeah.
Yep. Funny thing is, while I was writing a book, I was building a car too.
So you were just busy.
Yeah. I built a 69 Chevelle. So.
That's a nice car.
Yep.
Is it looking good? Looking right?
Oh, it's gone. We sold it.
Oh, jeez.
I used it for traveling. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
built it. I think I bought it for $9,000. Put 9 in and sold
Where
it.
can people find the book if they're interested?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon?
Yep.
Okay, we'll make sure to grab a link for that and put it in the
Yeah,
post.
definitely. You can reach out to me too. I got a box full of them.
Okay.
I had 2 boxes of them. I've been handing them out selectively. So.
Okay. To my understanding, I've only known you for a couple months now, if that. To my understanding, you've really only been around the MadWorld crew for about not even a year yet, right?
Yeah, since like January.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, even less than I was
Because I
thinking.
did the New Year's Eve thing.
Yeah. Was that your first show with?
Yeah.
Okay, MadWorld, right. I've only been with MadWorld for about a year, so I'm still meeting some new people.
Yeah.
What brought you here? I'm assuming it was a DJ show. Or
Yeah,
a show which you will DJ, but
My buddy Damian Dorn.
Mr. Green Bay.
Yeah. Yep.
Had him on.
So he's one of the people. I asked him about it. I always try to, once I hear about something, I try to check it out. And Kevin too, Kevin Spencer. They do house music and stuff here. So I was like, I might want to check it out once. So.
And obviously you liked it enough.
Yeah,
You've
it was
been
a good
hanging
venue.
around since.
Yeah, checking it out. So.
Any other venues around the state or even just around the country that you really fuck with, like you still think about?
I I miss Sub T in Chicago.
Sub T in Chicago.
Yeah. Subterranean.
Why'd that close down? Or is it still there?
It's
you're
still there.
You're just missing it hard, huh?
Yeah.
Just missing her.
Just doing shows. I mean, there's like 3 levels in there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You like look down and like there's the stage right there.
Oh, that's cool.
There was a couple venues down there. There's a couple in St. Louis that we did too that were nice. Was it Cincinnati had a couple? And it's all over. I mean, there's always nice venues. I mean, even Minnesota, Minneapolis. So. I remember a cool one though. I don't know if it's still around. It was Excalibur's in Chicago, and that thing, you walk in there and it had that fire door. You had to spin it to get in, and it had 3 stages where we were DJing in a DJ battle there. So.
You did that, but I'm assuming they're not stacked on one another, right?
The levels?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 levels when you walked in, because you go up on the first set of stairs and then you go up and then.
Oh, okay. My brain was more like.
One.
I don't know why, but my brain was more or less imagining like bunk beds almost. No. Like you guys were right above one another DJing.
We were sitting right on the stairs because there's 2 sets of stairs, and then you go up like this, and then we go up to the 2nd floor and go up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
And we were sitting right at the main area where everybody on the ground level could sit and see us yet. So.
That's awesome. I need to get out to a few more venues.
Yeah.
I've been working in the ones that I work in a lot, and I know there's a few out there that would probably take my breath away.
I'd like to get out to the amphitheater one, the Red Rock one, I think it is, way out in Arizona.
That's the way out. That's outdoors one, yeah.
That's what I want.
I know. I had family members go for what I believe was. I'm probably using the wrong verbiage here. It was like a Viking music festival or something like that. It was a lot of like just the music that they would praise to and stuff like that.
Okay.
Absolutely insane. They showed me videos and it's just a whole different world out there. It's crazy.
I bet.
Where can people find you? What's the easiest way to get a hold of Travis Wallenfang or DJ Elements or?
Facebook, Instagram, Mixcloud. I do DJ mixes. There's a ton of them on there yet. I left them on for probably like 15 years.
Okay.
So some of my old hip hop stuff.
Do you have any original music that people can go and snag? It looks.
There's a little bit on SoundCloud, but just old stuff. I haven't put any new stuff out. I start working on stuff and I just get so distracted because I got 2 boys. There's 11 and 13-year-old. They're basketball and football.
My 2 kids are 6 and 3.
Yeah.
So they're a handful right now.
It's gonna come fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm sure as soon as they start, having their own stuff to do, that'll be my stuff to do as well. So.
So once they're in sports, you're in sports. Yeah. You're gonna be sports dad.
I kind of hope so. I love sports, so the idea of it doesn't scare me too much.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know the amount of money might kind of.
To me, it's more about just being there. My dad didn't set the bar high, so it makes it easy for me to shine.
Felt.
Just saying.
Do you want to do any final shout-outs? Anyone to call out?
Jason Lamorax, a.k.a. DJ Mokwa, Kevin Spencer, all my brothers from Oneida, I guess. Brothers and sisters, just everybody, my family. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Well, everyone, this has been the MadWorld Podcast. My name is Brook. Travis, again, thank you for coming out. I want to thank you guys for watching. We can't do any of this without you. FX, Caleb, everyone behind the cameras, thank you so much for helping us out with this. We can't do it alone. Have a wonderful night, guys.